I'm back again, ready to do some more experiments. I'm back again. Hope you are doing very, very well, my friend. I can't wait to get back and experiment again. Alright, people, I'm back. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're feeling good. I know you ain't looking good, but I hope you're feeling good. Alright, so today our final student experiment is going to be using a number cube and a coin. So you need to go grab them up. So you might need to pause it here for a second. Go grab you up a coin and a number cube. If you don't have a number cube, I'm sure you can look up one virtually on the computer and it'll roll it for you. Just type in virtual number cube and I'm sure you can come up with one. Alright, if you can't do that, then you can do your little 6-section spinner and just number it 1 to 6. Rolling right on down the road.
Here we go. Alright, so today you're going to flip the coin and roll the number cube. Alright, so let's just talk a little bit about, again, this is trying to review some stuff before we get ready for the test. Alright, so theoretically, okay, if we sit down the theoretical probability of flipping heads and getting an even number, okay, this is theoretical now, right? What's the probability you flip heads on here? Well, that would be 1 out of 2, right? Theoretically, the probability of heads is a half. All right. What's the probability you roll an even number on here? Okay. Well, the even numbers, of course, are, there's one of them, 2, 4, 6. So, of course, that would be 3 out of the 6, which also reduces to a half. And then, of course, you just multiply your two probabilities together. Half times a half, of course, means there is a theoretical probability that if we do this 4 times, we're going to get heads in an even number once. Okay? So just remember that that, of course, is called theoretical probability. This is the theory. All right? So we got theoretical probability there. Now, what you're going to do today, you're actually going to do the experiment. Okay? I'll do a couple of the trials here just in a second, but you, okay, you, my friend, are going to do an experiment. And today is going to be the biggest one we've done yet, okay? Do the experiment, blank number of trials. All right, so are you paying attention? Here's how many trials I want you to do, people. All right, so I want you to do it 36 times. 36, okay? So on your paper, you're going to need a number 1 to 36. Now, I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. And I'm going to do a few of them, okay? But I'm not going to do all of them because you're not using my stuff. You're going to use your stuff. So I would come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just, you know, the same thing. 19, 20. 1, 22, 23, 24. Alright, and you might have to go down here and go 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 33, 34, 36. Okay, so you need a number, 36, okay? And you're going to do this experiment. So I'm going to do some together. You can not write these down. I'm going to write them on my paper, but you don't need to write them down, okay? So you need to flip the coin. Can you see the coin? Okay, I'm going to flip the coin. Woo! Roll the dice. All right, so on my first one, I got tails and a 1. So you don't have to write this down. I'm just writing it down because I'm trying to show you what to do. So I'd write down tails and 1. Okay, so T, of course, stands for tails. Tails and 1 is what I got on my first trial. Of course, then I'm going to do it again. Roll them. I got a 6. Flip it. Heads. Alright, so I got heads and a 6. Okay. And I roll them. I got a 6 again. Do it this way this time. Alright. And heads. I've got heads and 6 again. Okay. Let's roll them. I'm just going to do one more. Swing and a miss, baby. Uh-oh, swung and a miss again. Oh gosh. probably start over. So I got tails and a 6 this time. Alright, so you can see what I'm doing here. Even though I'm swinging and missing, I gotta do that again. There it goes. I was trying to do it too easy. I'll do it one more time. So I got a 1. And tails. Alright. So you're going to do that 36 times, okay? 36 times. You got me? 36 times. You're going to make a little chart just like I'm doing here, okay? You don't need to use those. You need to do your own. I was just showing you how to do it. You must email me and attach a picture of your work, okay? So after you do it 36 times, I am going to give you some questions. I'm going to go ahead and write a few of them down here. I may add to it, but at least I'm going to give you a couple of them I know I'm going to ask you. So down here, okay, I want you to tell me the experimental probability, right? This is from your experiment, so this is experimental probability of getting, okay, heads and an even number. Now, when you do that, let's say and I'm just making this up, let's just say out of your 36 times, you got heads and an even number out of the 36. You got that, let's say you did it 20 times out of 36. Okay, now remember, this is just an example. So 20, 36, you need to simplify that down. All right, so 20, 36, I can divide both of those by 4 for sure. And that'll make that 5/9. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do is make sure I simplify my fraction down to its lowest terms. Okay, terms. Then I'm going to take that joker and I'm going to turn it into a percentage, right? So I'm going to do 5/9 equals x over 100. Set me up a little percent proportion. So that would be 9x. That's 500. 9x equals 500. Then I'm going to divide her by 9. And then we got 500. Let's see right here. We got it. 500. Can y'all see that all right? Got a little glare on it right there. Let's do it this way. That's not bad. 500 divided by 9. And 500 divided by 9 means that would be 55.6%. And I also want you to tell me, what kind of likelihood that would be. So remember, you got impossible, unlikely, as likely as not, likely, and certain, right? Those are the 5 big ones. So since this one's really close to 50%, I would say this is as likely as not. Okay? So you're going to do that for all of your questions. So remember, you are doing 36 trials. You are doing 36 trials. You are flipping the coin. You're rolling the number cube. Again, if you don't have a number cube, you can do a section spinner with 6 sections on it. Again, you can look that up, do a virtual spinner, put 6 sections on there, and if you'd rather do the spinner than roll the dice, that's fine. It just needs to have the numbers 1 through 6 on it, right? All right, so one final thing I want to review with you, okay? I may ask you a question about prime numbers, okay? And just as a little review, remember a prime number has only 2 factors. And that would be 1 and itself. So if you've watched this far along here to the 9-minute mark, thank you very much. So this is going to help you out. So the prime numbers start with the number 2. 2 is the only even prime number. Okay. Then you'd go 3 and 5 and 7. 9 is not prime. We'll talk about that in a second. Then you'd go 11, 13, 15 is not prime, and 17, 19, so forth and so on. Okay, so these are the prime numbers. Okay, and you can keep on rolling them from there. 2 is the only even prime number. All right, now the other kind of way you could classify them with prime is composite. Okay, you'll hear those two together, prime and composite. And composite have more than 2 factors. All right, so if you look up here, of course, 2 is prime, 3 is prime. What about 1? Well, 1 is neither prime nor composite, so it does not qualify in either category, because your first composite number is actually 4, because you can do 1 times 4 and 2 times 2 will give you 4. 6, you can do 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. 8, of course, would be 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. And then we get to, we skipped over 9, because you can do 3 times 3 will give you 9. And then 10, of course, would be 2 times 5, so forth and so on. All right, that carries on. So primes have only 2 factors, 1 in the number itself, and composite have more than 2 factors. All right, so just remember, 1 is neither prime nor composite, because it only has 1 factor. Okay. Prime's got 2 factors. Composite's got more than 2 factors. 1's only got 1 factor. The only way you can get 1 is by doing 1 times 1, so it's only got 1 factor. So it doesn't qualify either way. All right. So, folks, that's going to be finishing it up for today. We'll get back at it next week. Don't be surprised here in the next few days if we don't get a big major going on here. It's about coming down to about that time. We got one little lesson left to go. After that, it'll be time for us to take a test and hit the road and roll on to the next topic, okay, which is going to be stuff about statistics, which will be good. All right, so hope you're doing all right. Hope you stay good. Hope you have a safe trip wherever you might be going. Most of all, make sure you attach or email me a picture of your work, okay? Don't forget that. No picture, no credit. Peace. Sayonara till tomorrow.